6:36 the time. You're watching Good Morning Oklahoma here on 5 Alive, and this lady has become a friend of ours, Colleen Brooks, the mom of entertainer Garth Brooks. It's always a pleasure having you on the program.
Hi, Colleen.
How you doing, Colleen?
Fine, fine, fine. Almost asleep, but here.
We're glad to have you here.
We're glad that you made it. You were at the recent Academy of Country Music Awards in Los Angeles, and congratulations to Garth winning Entertainer of the Year as well as Male Vocalist of the Year. You
Look what Oklahoma did.
Yeah.
And we got the best female and the best male.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Then we got Joe Diffie pushing everybody else aside. You know, he's coming out.
Yeah, he's doing real well. We're going to have his mom on tomorrow.
Boy, he's a fine person. Everyone likes him.
Yeah.
They really do.
Speaks well of Oklahoma, really.
Well, what is it like, and we want to get a tight shot on her for this question, Mr. Perryman, if you don't mind. What is it like being the mother of the hottest entertainer in the world today?
It's fantastic. Fantastic. Really is. And he hasn't changed any. That's what makes it great to be around him, because he's still Garth.
How do people react to you when they find out that you're Garth's mom?
Real cute. Little girl at Payless here in Edmond yesterday, she said, I was getting some things, and she looked at me and she said, I like your fingernails. And she was going ahead, and she turned around and she said, I know who you are. Stuck her hand out, you know, and welcome to Edmond.
Yeah, what about people out of town sometimes when they realize that you're Garth's mom? How do they react?
Real good. Yeah. It's, you know, it's just, it makes you feel good. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, oh, no kidding.
You should see the people in California. I mean, it's the same every place we go. He's a great guy. You know, he really is, and that's what they say. He's a great guy.
What was he like growing up? What was Garth like
what was
growing
he like
up
as a kid?
He was one of the sweetest kids. He was always with me.
Well, now, he says that he's a mama's boy. He still claims that he's a mama's boy.
He is. He is. We had a lot of fun going to California. Had a lot of fun coming back. Went to Grand Canyon. And the video that I took of him, he's got this, he always makes faces, you know, except, now he always still does for the family when we take a picture. So we've got a bunch of little stupid pictures of Mr. Garth. One of these days I'm going to publish a book. Let people see how he was. But he hadn't changed any. He's a doll.
Now, so, what's the latest count now? 20 million, almost 20 million albums?
Well, pretty close or over. I mean, it's after the awards, you know, you get the Entertainer of the Year. See, he's been out actually 2 years, 2 good years in June. And he's won 3 Entertainers of the Year awards, so that's not bad.
No, not at all.
2 astounding years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And hopefully...
You were in California. Go ahead, hopefully what?
No, hopefully his Christmas album. It is fantastic.
I understand some traditional songs and also some songs that he wrote.
Uh-huh. The Old Man's Back in Town is real cute for the kids. And then you've never heard White Christmas done like he does. He sounds like the Big Bopper.
Oh, really?
On White Christmas.
You were in Los Angeles with the family and the band during a time that it wasn't so safe, according to what some folks said. And you guys got on the bus and headed out of town, and you didn't have any problems, correct?
We didn't have a bit of problems, and I don't really think that Los Angeles. We were talking to the fire inspector of Los Angeles, and he was black, and he said, my gosh, you know, he said, it's not the average person on the street and so forth. It's just, and it was, I mean, it was, there's blacks and whites work all over Los Angeles together. You saw the cleanup. There was as many black people with white people and so forth and so on. So I think it was just your bad eggs. I mean, you know, bad apples, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, and all of us have got them, you know.
We understand the award show wasn't even shown in Los Angeles because of the rioting.
It wasn't. People thought it was going to be shown the next night.
And what's even more astounding is that the Cosby Show, which they've been promoting the big build-up, and you have an NBC station owned by the network there, was not even shown the next night on the West Coast, which is incredible.
It was bad. Just as we left, we turned the TV on in the bus, and they had set fire to a pier. No, is that what it is? Wharf or whatever, the people where they go out and fish. And they set the fire at this end, and the people were jumping off, you know, and so forth.
Well, we'd like to go ahead and make the special announcement about Garth Brooks Day in Yukon. Can we do that? Can we make that this morning?
Well, I don't know whether it's Garth Brooks Day. They're going to dedicate the boulevard that they named for Garth.
The naming of Garth Brooks Boulevard.
Right. And it'll be at the football field, May 31st, 2 o'clock.
And Garth will be there along with the band. But you stressed this. You said Garth will not be performing. He's just
Well, I imagine the instruments will be on their way to Denver.
Yeah.
So he's coming through here for that. And he's real excited. I mean, you know, people say, well, does anything excite him? Heck, he gets just as excited about, you know, and he thinks that's a great, great honor. He thought the water tower was great, but he thinks it's a little something else. I do too.
It is. It's great that his hometown is honoring him.
Yeah, that's the highest honor you can get,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, UConn, I think there was some controversy in Edmond or something at Central over here at the university that someone had written, why is UConn doing all this and so forth? You know, leave UConn alone. So Garth's kind of made their name a household word and so forth.
And he still claims it as his hometown.
It is his hometown. We haven't moved.
Mm-hmm.
We've just got a summer home in Yukon and a winter home in Edmond.
All right. Good.
And you're not really in Edmond. You're in
Oklahoma City.
North Oklahoma County, right? Or
Right.
Oklahoma City. Yeah, but you haven't moved. That's right. A lot of people think you moved, but you still have your home in
Oh,
Yukon, and
yeah.
you plan on keeping it there.
Yeah,
What's
because
the possibility of making that a museum someday?
I don't know, you know, possibly they could or something. All my good neighbors would probably kill me, but no, we're just going to keep it. Because I might not like it over here, so I can always go back to Yukon, you know.
Yeah.
So, but no, we do have a beautiful place. Got the pond finished, thanks to Larry and his dad.
You've been planting flowers out there, haven't you?
Mm-hmm, but I think I'm going to go with the artificial ones. They're a lot easier to
Yeah.
plant.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, I'm just teasing.
Well, that would be a good idea of making your house a museum, and you know, I think just that would attract a lot of out-of-staters, you know, to say, wow, this
Well,
is
I
where
think they'd
Garth
have to
Brooks
move the
grew.
house.
Yeah,
because,
probably so.
You know, the neighbors have been there we've lived there since water. So all of the neighbors are, you know, they've lived there, and I'd hate to do it to them.
You know,
You'd have to move the house.
some of our viewers this morning may be thinking, what are you talking about, a museum? But a lot of folks in Oklahoma aren't really aware about how big Garth Brooks is in the entertainment business right now. I mean, he is outselling Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, all the artists. And it's just incredible, and he's taken the world of entertainment by storm here in the last couple of years.
One of these days when we get everything down pat, you'll see what across the waters think about him and so forth. Kelly's leaving for London this week to work on this tour that he's going to do over there. And the people are as, you know, excited and everything as they are here. And his first 2 concerts that have gone on sale sold out in 45 minutes. So
He's also going to be doing a show in Australia.
that's where the tour ends up,
Yeah.
in Australia.
Now, what about you becoming a grandmother? You have some grandchildren, I understand.
No, this will be the 10th time,
The
dear.
10th time. Now, but this is Garth's first child. And when
Right.
will his baby girl be born?
July 10th, which is my birthday. I've already made arrangements, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have a great grandbaby that's due the same time, and if it's a girl, which they don't know, but if it's a girl, they're going to name it after its great-grandma, Colleen.
Well, heck of a
Well,
deal.
now.
How's Garth reacting to becoming a father?
He's silly. He just acts silly. He talks to Taylor all the time, you know, and so forth. And it's, he's really silly. Sandy plays volleyball and rides Raymond's four-wheeler and so forth. She's doing great.
Yeah, she had some problems earlier, but she's doing fine now.
She doesn't have any now, just, you know, waiting to become a mother.
Well, Colleen, it's always a pleasure having you on our program. And again, the public is invited to the stadium, football stadium, May 31st, correct?
Right, aren't
To
you
it?
and
Yeah, we
Butch gonna
plan
be
on
there?
being there. There's no charge to the public. It's just
No.
dedication of Garth Brooks Boulevard.
And Eddie and Jan will be there from KEBC, and you'd be surprised, I've got to tell you, that station is darn near #1 across Oklahoma.
Look at that.
I found that out. Straight across the board.
Well, they sure take care of us because they still play If Love Was a Crime.
Well, yeah.
We're promoters of
They're the
KTVY,
station that plays.
as you are, as we all know. Thank you
That's
very
it.
much for joining us.
Happy
this
Mother's
morning.
Day
Welcome.
this
Thank
Sunday.
you all
okay?
so much. Good to see you.
Colleen Brooks, the mom of entertainer Garth Brooks. And we'll be back right after these messages. Don't go away.